Everybody, I'd like to call the finance meeting to order. I'd like to announce Commissioner Eichelberger is on the polycom, so if you have any comments, speak loudly and clearly, please. Is there any public comment? Hearing none, we'll go to the first item for discussion, which is discussion and approval of the PCCD Cumberland County Stop Grant. Michelle.
This was a grant we applied for 2019-2020, and it was approved, but the funds are available as of January 1st. So if you are willing to sign the acceptance letter. Otherwise, I have to wait until 2019.
Anybody have any questions?
If it's in order, Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the acceptance of the PCCD stop grant to Cumberland County.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second? I'll second the motion. Any questions or comments?
Do you not hear me?
No. Oh, we can now, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
All right. Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle.
Okay, next on the agenda is the approval of the Cumberland County Library System 2019 Performance Grant Measures. Any questions or comments? Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the Cumberland County Library System 2019 performance grant measures.
Is there a second?
Gary?
If you're seconding the motion, Gary, no, we cannot hear you.
I'm sorry, yeah, I am second.
Okay. Commissioner Eichelberger, second motion. Any questions or comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have a presentation regarding the Claremont Nursing and Rehab Center website. Gary, you have the online information.
I do, yes.
Okay. If you have any questions anytime, Gary, just jump in.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. As you know, for a while, we've been trying to, been requested by the nursing home to spin off their new website off of our existing information that's, I guess we'll call it a sub-site that's a little bit different from, quite dramatically different than what our current website is. This is a lot of business reasons behind this is to drive more clients to the nursing home, and we've kind of reviewed this with you preliminary at some CNRC meetings in the past, and we've taken into consideration some of your existing feedback on the site, and we are probably a few weeks away from going live. Our goal was to go live January 1st. We are prepared to do a soft go live starting tomorrow, and we will kind of walk through a little bit of the site with you today. I think we're still waiting on Bob to come and present, but in the meantime, we will do our best to navigate through this for you and answer any questions that you might have on what I
So this is a workable website. It will improve access for the adult children decision makers who are searching for care for their family members. The focus on the site is to have an inviting and engaging design. The emphasis is for the community to know Claremont as a quality-driven community. What have we added? We've added family testimonials, staff testimonials, weekly news updates, fresh photos of our residents and our building.
As you can see, it's a cleaner website than we had previously. And I know that Mark will agree that this website is easier to navigate and has the most important information up front.
For the first time, we also have an area where the community can donate funds to our facility, and that will be funneled through the nonprofit Friends of Crime Club.
Is it possible this can be sized so we can see the whole thing? It seems like pieces of it are cut.
Yeah, it's good.
We need to do that.
Yeah, could I make one more observation on
Yeah.
that? I've noticed, and I'm looking at this on my iPad, and it renders differently when I hold horizontally versus vertically. When I hold them, windows are blocked in some cases by text, and when I move it to landscape mode, then the photos they render correctly. So, are we aware of that, or is that something we can work around?
There are some style changes in progress that we're working with Civic on, but the site itself is designed as a responsive site, just as our county public site is. So it will render differently depending on the device and the scale of the screen that it's being rendered on.
Okay, well, yeah, just because, I just want to mention that because I know it's a different audience, but on the tourism side, we've migration toward mobile and how most of the users are moving to mobile device as opposed to sitting down at a desktop, and they're very conscious of that and have designed things accordingly. This may be a slightly different situation, but I don't think it's entirely that.
And just to show, I've switched the screen to show how it would render on a smaller mobile device here. So depending on the screen resolution and the dimensions of the screen, it will adjust to fit accordingly. We do have, we looked at some statistics for our site over the past year, and as Commissioner Eichelberger was saying, about 70 to 75% of our traffic for our county website now is mobile devices. So that was one of the main focuses as we were designing the site, making sure that it would work well on those mobile screens. So as you can see, it adjusts automatically.
Gary, did you say earlier that the initial picture on the website isn't the most flattering of the nursing home?
Well, what I was seeing was the exterior of the Claremont side, and it was situated from an angle in which, all the cars parked out in the front lot were visible, and I didn't think it was particularly flattering.
Yeah, I agree. That's the best photo we have, you guys. I mean, to be critical, but what do you think, Jim?
We can change that photo. That's no problem. We have the ability, so that we can put a static photo there or have it changed. Our suggestion, I think, is just to put one nicer photo up so it'll capture the audience's attention. So that's no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think I had originally suggested that the building itself is not what we're selling here. We're selling the care that we provide the residents, and I don't know whether that there should be like a people-oriented photograph as opposed to the building itself. That was my thought.
I like the header there, I like the bottom middle there, how Claremont pops out.
And that was one of the suggestions I think Jim brought, and have Claremont right across the page.
But it looks always like a used car lot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We do have plenty of flexibility
Okay.
to change any of the pictures on the site. We've gone through quite a lot of work with Civic Plus to make sure that we can edit everything on the
Great.
website, including some of the text on the front page. So I know we brought up the donation screen, donation option before. We still have a little bit of work to do to clean up some of that text to provide ways in which we can donate to kind of clean that up. So we have full people do that in-house. So all of this, in addition to things like the mega menus that we have access to change all those and the pictures as well throughout the entire site. Chris has been absent a little bit from the site because of some health issues, so, but she has been engaged at times and had actually reached out to Georgia back today to see what we can do to change that front picture.
And we can do that. And also, she has added some interior photos, which we'll get to later, that really, I think, really pop and make the site look more engaging.
If I could just add a couple of things real quick. You have to grab them right away, so you gotta show your best stuff up front. You just never get that far, but I think part of the discussion we had before too was that we did need to show our specific facility. And we want people shots, but we needed to show our specific facility. However, the people who are there will spend 95% of their time looking at the interior, not the exterior. So I think there are plenty of opportunities. There are nice interior spaces, plenty of opportunities to have high quality photography on the inside will meet both needs that will get people's attention and say, that's a nice place, as well as to demonstrate that it's, it's truly our place and not just stock photography. That's it.
Okay. Well, I'll just relay the holiday meal.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nice time.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to start out by thanking both IMTO and Communications because everybody did a lot of hard work on this and helped CNRC with it over time. I believe that the whole site has a good, clean look. It's easy to navigate, which is the focus that we want. People to get in, we need information, get it quickly. It looks good on, I think, some of this you already mentioned, but it looks good on a laptop, it looks good on my tablet at home, and on phones, and so that's important. I believe we had some excellent pictures.
Yeah, those are all, I think, all good pictures.
Yeah, we certainly thank Chris for doing all that. The buttons and phrases allow for easy and quick, logical navigation through the site. You click on anything, it'll take you to where you need to go. And also access to various forms, such as our admissions form, our rates form, if you want to have a tour, so that's important. And also we have the transition video in there, which is very good. Obviously, list our 3 primary service areas: skilled nursing, dementia, and rehab. We also have a focus on support services such as spiritual care, social services, and dining. So people going through this will get, I think, a full view of what the entirety of what Claremont is about.
So if you take a look at the homepage here, we have, as Bob mentioned, the 4 main buttons across the top for admissions, services for medical services, rehab, and dementia. Those are the 4 main areas we're trying to highlight. And those buttons you'll see on all the interior pages. So if someone's on an interior page deep within the system and they need admissions, there's an easy button for them to get back to admissions.
So again, focusing on easy access, which is important.
One question, and maybe you already touched on this, I didn't hear it. Do you make plans to pre-test this? And what I mean by that, if you're not aware, is, could we assemble like a focus group, maybe of let's say resident families who are already in, maybe prospects, and have them look at it, maybe compare it to another site, and ask them what they think of it. Did they find it useful? Did they find it appealing? It's always good to gather kind of outside information to just in case of the things we don't think of, or the things that we don't have perspective, that they can uncover a lot. So I think we are planning to do that. I recommend that before we roll it out, maybe just test it out on a few people and ask their opinion.
Sounds good.
You do that?
Yeah, just a couple of thoughts. I guess my suggestion to the residents are treated like family fell out of consideration. Where are the testimonials? Because those are the things that I think ought to be like up front. Like Gary mentioned, right? You gotta grab their attention right from the beginning. People are not gonna look at all these words. I think where residents are treated like family, and having testimonials jump out at you would be the best way to go here, but again, we didn't decide, I guess, to do
So
that.
what we've done is we've put testimonials throughout the interior pages.
So you gotta get there, you gotta get.
There's also space on the homepage, so we're going to go to the homepage. We didn't quite get to that point yet, but toward the bottom, we have a new area where it was there the last time. It was a little bit different format, but it has testimonials right on the homepage, and then you can scroll through a few different testimonials. And for the folks who are visiting the site for the first time, they don't have to go to the interior pages, they can see it all on the homepage.
Just have to get them to scroll down there.
And with the scrolling pictures, again, as Mark George said, we can make changes to those for seasonal fit or special focus fit. We, meaning primarily Helen and Nancy, in activities, will keep the site current with newsletter. I still want to find the weights and measures guide from Shippensburg Township in western Cumberland County that talk about weighing pigs in the 1930s. I think that would be attractive. We have hundreds of stories there.
Can we go back down to the bottom of the homepage? Down to where the testimonials are. See where the dot, if you could just write that first testimonial right above the woman's head. Can you just pull a header there that says testimonials?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that way, it's on the first page. Hey, here they are. Even though you can see that's what they are, it might help just to say, hey, here they are.
Where you could put, if you, anybody cares, where residents are treated like family, and still are testimonials.
Well, just to revisit, we had a lot of discussion about the tagline. Agreed to defer the tagline, but I know there was some concerns about the original version of that, and there was certainly no offense, Jim, but there was no consensus to go forward with that as written. And Samantha, maybe you can, we talked about separating it out, decoupling those, addressing a tagline at another time. Did we settle on a tagline, or is that something to be done?
We didn't, we decided not to use where residents are treated like family. We decided not to use some sort of tagline, but to keep it clean for right now.
Okay, yeah.
The site does have the capability, like I said before, as far as us being able to edit and change things. If there is a tagline that has come up with, we can include that in the site on the homepage, wherever. But I think there was other documentation and forms and brochures that we had. We couldn't come up with a new tagline for the website, now spend the time and money to go with everything else.
I personally think that's what sets our nursing home apart from the others. Because we've heard that from staff, we've also heard it from families and residents, but again, whatever.
Well, honestly, that as a decision should be a little bit research driven. If you wanted to do a survey among staff, among resident families or whatever, just ask them, what are the top 3 things you like about that made you choose Claremont, or that you think are the selling points of Claremont, and see what theme emerges there. And then you can, we can work, the wordsmiths can work the words. And I don't doubt that a lot of people feel that way, Jim.
Yeah.
I just think that if you're gonna invest in a tagline and make that your identity, we should go about it more than I don't we just should approach it a little more scientifically, perhaps.
And also to dovetail on that, I think we have to do other research to see who or what else, other entity out there, it may be using that and what it's tied to. Because if it's tied to something that we don't want to be identified with, we want to make sure that ours is standing out. And I understand the warmth behind the words. I understand that, Jim, and I appreciate that. I think when you start with your marketing of this, and when Claremont starts with, promoting this and working
It's
this.
okay, fine.
No, I just
No
want to.
problem. No, I mean,
No, I just.
We can study this, you can try
Yeah,
to do a survey.
that was my
We
thing.
can see whether or not there's whatchamacallit, a copyright, you can do it. You want.
Trademark, you want to be fair about trademark. Very
That-
good.
Yeah, I understand that, so forget it.
Okay, so we have information on the Friends of Claremont and the opportunity to donate to them in the process for that. Contact information. It directs folks to our Facebook page, as well as the county page.
Can you go back up to the top, please? Just hold it there. Sure.
Now, are Friends of Claremont and the other auxiliary organization, are they all working together now, or where do we stand with that?
The Friends had, Helen can help me with this, the Friends had a board meeting where that option was raised for them to collaborate, and that was not an interest of the Friends.
They talked about it, and the Friends actually given money to the auxiliary twice as a gesture of cooperation, and they're actually still considering meeting, when they meet
Yeah,
together to learn more about each other. But no, it hasn't gone any further.
Well, we don't want to do anything that would be in front to the auxiliary. Singling out Friends, I don't think.
That was primarily because of the 501c3.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that some of the folks with the auxiliary, first of all, I wasn't even aware of the auxiliary until all of a sudden I found out they existed, and were upset about the creation of the 501 section C3, the Friends. Okay. All I'm saying is that we're going to promote Friends to receive all donations now. Hopefully the auxiliary is on board with that as well. Or what does that do in terms of, their interest in doing what they've been doing? So,
We'll follow up on that. You can click on staff, there's a list of staff contacts and the ability to either phone numbers displayed and the emails displayed, so we have staff directory. And there's even accessing the gardens, and then that has a link to the Penn State Extension that has helped us in the past with the ethics.
is there any more artwork on that page, or is that it? It looks like it's a bunch of. Sorry.
The staff directory module is its own kind of application within the site, so there are no options for images other than if they decided to do photos of individual staff members and have mugshots up there if they want to.
Anything else that folks are looking to see directly? We didn't talk about the spotlights at all. Underneath the main circles that have the admissions and medical services, there are spotlights initially when you saw that, they were one over the other. And they used a lot of the pages, a lot of the space on the page. We've shortened them into smaller sections with some nice graphics to highlight the three major areas of the nursing home. Those can be changed and edited and modified. A little similar to what we currently have on our county website. This will be specifically again to Claremont and wherever they want to go. Although that is a news section, news and announcements. Again, we have these same things on our site, but this is more graphic driven, specific to the nursing home. There are arrows on the left and right, so if we have more than 3 announcements or news items at one time, so you can scroll through them. Or you can click the link that says show me all news, and then you have a full list.
You just click on skilled nursing.
Sorry, my mouse is having some issues.
Now, are these pictures at the nursing home? Or are these like?
That one's not, there,
Okay.
it's a mixture.
Yeah. That's fine. It's a good picture.
So the home button is just clicking back on the Claremont logo up there on the left, or
Correct.
Home.
is that easily understood by somebody who's on the website or whatever, that they know how to get back to the first page?
It's a web standard.
Web standard?
Yeah. There's also additional links in the breadcrumbs here.
There's a home there, okay.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
If you look at the top, there's also a search bar or a search icon. We've tried to minimize that so it's not taking up too much real estate, but if someone were to click on that, then it shows a little pop-up box and allows them to type in what they're searching for. So you still have those same features that we have through both sites.
Maybe scroll down the rest of the page.
And we don't have anything on there about us being a 5-star, so.
There is.
Oh, there is
On
some.
the awards.
Just not on that skill list page.
At the very bottom of the footer.
Where is it?
In the footer of every page, there is
Yes.
an awards and accreditations on the left.
The bottom left area, there's a.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually bottom right on mine as a render song.
Oh, okay.
But still, yeah.
You don't think we should highlight that as long as we have it?
They're also on the Why Choose Us page as well.
They're also where?
On the, if you go under About Us, they're on the Why Choose Us.
Can you hear us, Gary?
Yeah, I think I know what's going on there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You've been breaking up every once in a while.
No, I don't know if
But
Gary can hear the
it's,
gentleman.
I have it hooked into an external speaker,
Mhm.
and the fact is, I think the external speaker is interfering with the microphone, because it shuts off the transmission when it picks that up. I'll try and position it differently.
So we talked a little bit about this, the mega menus at the top, and we spent a lot of time going through, you know, what's under About Us, and so Why Choose Us is the first option that George is showing on the page. Admissions and our staff are 2 other sub-pages underneath About Us. Within the Why Choose Us, you'll see on the upper right-hand corner, there's an awards So there's 2 awards listed there. We can add more, again, we can add more, take them away. And those are the items that will show up on the homepage or at the footer of the pages, and we can include an image and allow people that are looking at the page to be able to scroll through at any point in time to see what kind of awards we have.
Well, there's a good testimony.
Hopefully the testimonials pop out at you when you're visiting pages, and that's the intent of making it more prominent.
Could you click the community on the top right, please, thanks.
Yeah, it's a good one. The global community is.
When you click on community on the left side where it says resident life and the third mount, those are the things that you also see in the mega menus and the gray, the dark gray when you hover over the word community. So those are the same.
Could you click on the resident? Yeah.
Any audio, video at all on the site?
We have the transitions video, and we have 2 videos.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I think we have
We do
the
just
transitions
do
one, yeah, but that's something that can be added later on. You can embed those.
Right.
I mean, if Chris does a tour video at some point, then, you know, we can always add that to a page.
Well, I know, didn't we have a testimonial video?
We have one that, we have a virtual tour of transitions, and then there's one, did you see the picture of Karen, our nurse manager on a rehab unit? There's one that she did, and several other staff and family members. If you can click back to that.
You can play it on, it's about a minute and a half.
Why don't you choose this page, which one is that?
Be in rehab.
And go to transitions. This is the one we did with Channel 21.
Yeah.
Right there. That's the virtual,
Awesome.
for virtual tour that the communications team did. One of them. The other one was Karen's fixed one.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah,
That was
so
on 21.
that's a picture.
That's,
There's audio as well.
because it does
Yeah, it is. Buddy.
Can I go back to the community limits?
Oh. You'll do that now.
Yeah. Can you think of a picture?
Chris is still adding pictures to some of
Okay,
these
I'm thinking
pages.
that's a good place for a picture. If you all agree.
And if we find a video that, you know, he made potentially, like, in Cumberland Valley, Visitors Bureau has a video of the area, you know, something along those lines, if they would be okay. You know, we'd have to make
Yeah.
sure, obviously, they'd be okay with it. But something like that, we can always add in later on through embedding it through YouTube.
Okay, so throwing a picture on that page will not be a problem.
No.
Okay.
And she's working through doing that now.
Did we have a chance to take a look at other nursing home websites at all, develop of this?
all the way through. Yeah.
Okay. Folks, feels that our site is as good as what's out there.
Absolutely. Big difference.
So you're gonna roll this out, I mean, you know, we're seeing it for the first time today. So if you wanna go live with it, that's fine, but, you know, we can take a closer look at it, I think, individually as commissioners, so. We're gonna get up and running, some suggestions. It's like later, I suppose it's ready to go, right? So,
we're still doing some tweaks, but for the most part, we're, I would say 98% ready to roll this out. So, yeah. So looking at the photos and we
Okay.
can make a phone call to the vendor and have them make it live on the record.
And then we're gonna have a link on the county website to this, I hope.
We're also gonna put a web slide up on our website that says Claremont has a new website, click here.
And we'll promote it on our Facebook. I've already put a couple of messages about a hint of something that's coming. And considering also putting an ad in the Sentinel. Just to let them know, hey, new year, new look. Come check out Claremont and all it has to offer, so. Well, wait till the dust settles, but just want to get it out there.
Is there anything else you want to show us? Gary, do you have any comments, questions, since you're off site there? Don't want to forget you.
Yeah, the only thing, I'm still having trouble getting it to render. I sound like that's gonna be a bit of an issue going forward, so, no, I have no objection to us getting it active fairly soon. I mean, we can address ongoing concerns. That's the beauty of the web, is you can always change it.
Yeah, it sounds like that the maintenance of this thing will be a lot easier than what it was. Is that true? Okay. And I think it looks pretty good, except for the opening picture.
Yeah, it's very nice and clean and bright and attractive, I think, from looking at other sites, as you mentioned, that we looked at other sites locally around, and I would say this is better than the local nursing home facilities.
They're very busy, too. This is clean and clear and to the point. Think about it as a consumer.
Anything else, Jim? All right, well, I guess we're done with this, so you go ahead and flip the switch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Do you have any other business to discuss? Sandy, anything to discuss?
No.
Anything, anybody? Okay. Gary, anything?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, you have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
We are adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.